Hi guys, this is video 2 for writing an essay in PTE writing. Just regarding video 1, I wanted to recap a bit about writing an essay. So we use 5 paragraphs when we writing a PTE essay. Paragraph 1 is introduction, which consists of 2 sentences. Paragraph 2 is body paragraph 1. Paragraph 3 is body paragraph 2, and paragraph 4 is personal opinion. Paragraph 5, which is the last paragraph, is conclusion, that is 2 sentences, and in this we paraphrase the introduction. Now coming to video 2, uh, we have a fixed pattern. Remember I talked to you about a fixed pattern that I'll tell you. I'll show you some sentences that I write, and then you can fill it upon according to your own specification. Then trust me, you'll do great in your PT result. So when we have the introduction in front of us, I told you we write 2 sentences. Sentence 1 is where you write the topic sentence and of the whole essay, and this one is paraphrasing the questions. So we have an example question in front of us which says that computer technology has had a more of a negative than a positive impact on society. How far do you agree with this statement? Support your view with reasons and slash or examples from your own experience. So for introduction, the first sentence that you will write is the discussion on dash. Now in this dash you will write the word which is the crux of the question. So the crux of this question is computer technology. If we remove computer technology from the question, the rest of the sentence doesn't even have a sense. So we say the discussion on computer technology is a debatable one, and each side has its logical arguments. Now, one sentence complete, finish. The next sentence is the thesis statement. And in thesis statement, you choose a positions, whether you agree, disagree, or partially agree. So I wrote my thesis statement like this, that I believe that computer technology has more negative results on the society than positive. So I've chosen up my direction that I believe that more negative results than positive. But having said that, you must remember that in a PT essay, you have to write both sides. In any case, you have to write both sides, but you have to do it in a smart way. And I'm going to teach you how to do that. So when you go to body paragraph, body 1, that is paragraph 2. So you say, on the one hand, critiques may point out that, so critics will obviously say positive impacts are more because you choose negative impacts. So critics will always have a different opinion than you, so they will say, they will point out that dash dash dash, and then the second line will be an example what the critics will give an example. So then you can say they may argue that, and then you give their example. Now comes paragraph 3, which is your opinion. So you say, however, comma, in spite of these arguments, like in spite of these arguments, that is the arguments given up by the critiques, in spite of these arguments, comma, computer technology results in various unfavorable consequences. Now, why have I written this word various? This is very important. Concentrate over here. When you have various, you can write firstly, secondly, thirdly. Now it gives a flowing impact on the essay. It's like the essay is flowing, and this is what coherence is all about. The computer judges your writing not on, like, if you're choosing very difficult words, but it's simple English, but it should be coherent and it should be like flowing. It's like a stream of water that is flowing. You don't see any breaks in the stream of water, it's always flowing. Therefore, it's about coherence. That's why you use the word various. And then, excuse me, on the fourth paragraph, you have lastly, comma, in my opinion. So you always put your opinion, and that is always asked and required in PT exam, that you have to write your own opinion. It might be your personal opinion, or it might be any idea that you have read in a newspaper, an article, or magazine, whatever, and then you mention that opinion in the essay. So lastly, comma, in my opinion, comma, in UAE, the government dash 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 dash, or in any other country you can write. And in the fifth paragraph, you say, to conclude, and then you paraphrase the introduction. No rocket science, don't be an Einstein and write something new. Please don't do that, you lose marks. To conclude, just paraphrase the introduction, please. And then what is the next line? The next line, okay, you see, firstly, secondly, thirdly, you summarize them, like firstly summarize it into one word, secondly line summarize into one word, thirdly line summarize into one word, and you put these three words and make a sentence, and then you put that sentence as the second sentence in your conclusion, and that is it, your conclusion is done. Now let's move on to the rough draft. The rough draft is very, very important. It is so important that I'll give you an example. There was a US President, Abraham Lincoln, and somebody, and he said, if I have 4 hours to chop a tree, I'll take 3 hours to sharpen my axe. Why did he say that? He said this thing because when you have the right tools, it becomes really easy to cut a tree. If you have a blunt axe, you'll take ages and you won't be able to cut a tree. Therefore, having said that, when you have a rough draft, and it is a good rough draft, you have all the points, example, and everything, then your writing will be continuous. Not only continuous, it will be quicker, and you will save more time at the end to recheck for spelling mistakes, or correcting or polishing your sentence structure, or anything. You will have more time for it. So try to have a good rough draft. In this rough draft, I have agree and disagree. So when we agree with the topic that computer technology has more of a negative than a positive impact, so I agree that it has more negative impact. Okay, what is the main point? That is my topic sentence. What would it be? It would be computer dependency. Computer makes you more dependent. Okay, first reason that I'll say is that people are losing jobs because more computers are there. Computers are overtaking the jobs of a normal person. And a good example is the manufacturing industry, especially the car manufacturing industry. Another reason is, secondly, is people are becoming more lazy. They're less energetic. They're less passionate about things. They rely on computer technology to do most of the things, and they just sit over there because they don't have to do the majorly hard work. An example, you don't need to give an example. Like I said, you just give an example for one point, and we have mentioned that earlier, that is the manufacturing part. And then thirdly is that people are becoming more dependent. Now on the other hand, when we see disagree, more time is available. Okay, let's give an example of the Asian culture, especially the subcontinent. In older times, what happened, the mothers, they had to do the house chores, and majority of the time was required for house chores, and they had less of the time to give to their offsprings. But now, due to computer technology, they have more time to do for their family. They have more time to give to their children, for the upbringing of the children, because instead of washing dishes that would take half an hour, you just put it into the dishwasher, and it the dishwasher does the whole thing itself. And so, like, you have more time for your family, you have more time to enjoy for yourself. So that is the end of video 2. In video 3, I've done an essay according to the same pattern. I'll show it to you. I've written it down. I'll also highlight for you the sentences that I've taken from these ones, and how did I put them, and how did they bring about a great essay. Again, no pain, no gain. You have to work your butt off. You have to work hard in order to secure good results. There's a very famous saying of Drake that I really, really like, that work till your people who you aspire, they become your people who you would go against. Your idols becomes your rivals. Work hard till your idol becomes your rivals. So work your butt off. If you are striving and if you have the passion, trust me, you will get the grades. My English is not that perfect enough. I wasn't born here. I worked hard and I got my result, and so can you. So God bless you, and look forward for video 3. I'll upload it tomorrow, hopefully, and I'll do an example in front of you, and it will perfectly make sense for you. So God bless, and you have a really great day.